Alrighty guys, so I think we're on part 3 now, I think. And we're done. I managed to weld them all up. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, that I think it was on the second bolt. Second or the third one. I mean, it was probably the second one. Oh, that just come right off. Isn't that just lovely? Fucking tripod. So stupid. Piece of fucking junk. Well, maybe I won't put you guys on the tripod then, because the damn leg just broke off. Oh well, I'm getting a whole new camera anyway, I think, in a couple of months or something, so I'll just get a new tripod as well. This tripod would still be useful, I think, for other kind of things, but... okay, whatever then. Don't need it, guess I don't need it anyway. So if I can find another tripod just like that, I can salvage the mount out of it. I got a stupid leg done come. I think it might have just popped off. Well, I think I fixed it now, I guess. But yeah, it's just gonna keep popping out. I can already tell it's already done. So yeah, it just fell right off. Fuck it then. So we are going to start painting. And yeah, we're going to paint the same day that I welded them. Well, I think they're good enough. I took the machines out because I didn't want to get them all covered in paint. Don't have nothing for a filler. So we'll just throw over some parts or something. Even though I honestly don't give a fuck about it, but you know. I guess you might as well somewhat attempt to give a fuck. So, just to keep some of the paint off the shit. And this, I guess, can go over here. I'm going to cut this in half later and burn it. So, one of these is for the Confederate flag. And one of these is for the yellow flag. I think this one was for the yellow flag because it's straighter. I got the one for the Confederate flag a little bit cocked. But it'll do. I don't think I have to do much more to these. I already cleaned them off the best I could. I could take the grinder, I guess, to them and I guess grind off some of the shit. Which I guess is what I probably could do to clean it up a little bit more, I guess. So maybe I'll do that, and maybe I'll cut you guys off. I'm gonna maybe clean up around these welds here. I guess I'll show you the welds maybe quick. On the one here anyway. It's decent. I think a little hold. I'm gonna grind these little balls off. And same thing here. And then I gotta do the same thing to that other pole too. That one that bottom bolt's a little bit crooked. Now, this one's perfect, but it'll still work. So yeah, let me clean this up a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. So 1 minute. Okay, so I grinded all that off. All we gotta do now is cover those threads in electrical tape, or some kind of a tape. So that's something else you'll probably need too, is something to cover up this. Because yes, I am going to put on a coat of paint tonight. And we will just see how far this will go. There we go. You don't have to put it on all super fancy like, because you're just going to take it right off anyway. So, just enough I guess so the paint can't get in there. something good for that to stay, because it'll just keep freaking sliding. I know it will. And I don't have nothing here big enough, I don't think. That's this. Just have to come up with ways. I was going to try to hook it to the ceiling, but I don't have nothing to get it that high up there, so. Or I have no way of getting up there that high. So. There we go. And we'll just start spray painting, I guess. I'll probably turn my fan on here a little bit too. So we'll turn this on. Now, this will get some of the air moving anyway. And I will use some of my sister's old paint. I hope it's still good. Yeah, it's going to need multiple coats, that's for sure. You don't want to put it on too thick, because then it'll start running too. I normally do a lot of my painting outside, but it's too windy out there, so wish I had a bit more of a powerful fan. Down there. Hook here a little bit. You may have to let this dry overnight and then maybe may have to flip it tomorrow, I don't know. Probably not. That might be alright. I don't really care if I get paint on my, I don't care if I get paint on the wooden thing, because fuck it. It's already getting pretty painty in here already, boys. that. Oof. I'm gonna let that air out for a minute. So, she's already pretty damn painty in here. Let's get in there. Gotta step out and get some fresh air. Oh, yeah. If you look inside the shop, maybe you can see it. There's a little bit of a haze. That's from the paint. But yeah. So surprisingly, that second bolt or whatever, I really had a bitch of time getting it on there. I think I was fucking up on my welds. But, you know, that's how you learn. But I think they'll hold now. So, but yeah, that'll probably have to dry overnight. You're not supposed to put on too many coats. Because sometimes if you put too much on, you'll start getting like the runs on the paint, and you don't want that. So, that right there might be good enough for tonight. I'm not even sure how long it'll take to dry, but it'll probably take a while. So, but yeah, so we just started painting, and I can smell the paint coming out. But yeah, I should be done with this thing here in maybe the next couple of days. I don't know, because I'm really gonna put the paint on it, because I don't want these things to rust for a while. So yeah, I don't really want it to, you know, start rusting early, because then that wouldn't be good, you know. And unfortunately, you're not going to really be able to paint the inside of the pipe, so that's where, of course, it's going to start rusting the most. I guess the one thing I could have did, which I didn't do, is I could have welded on some caps or something, or I think you can even get some plugs or something. I don't know. If someone can find me some plugs for that size of pipe, let me know. I think that should be 1 inch. 1 inch size piping. You guys have seen it, I think, anyway. And put some plugs in it. I don't know. I mean, no matter what, you know, the water's not going to stay in there, because on the mounts that actually go onto the roof actually have a hole in them. So if water did get in the pipe, it's just going to instantly drain right out. So no water's ever going to stay in the pipe. So, but hey, you know. And yeah, I obviously, you guys did see, I did take the machines out, because I didn't want to get, except the tiller, I didn't want to get paint on them. I tried to cover up the tiller to the best that I could, but I don't really care about the tiller anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how long exactly it'll take for one coat to dry. I guess I could read the can, but this is an older can too, so. Well, apparently you can change the nozzle on this too. Huh. But, oh, it dries in 25 minutes or less. I guess it depends on how many coats. This can's almost already half empty already. But it'll work on metal, wood, and more, and it's just a flat white. So, this is a much older can, because you can tell because the paper's starting to get kind of, you know, wrinkly on it. So it's an older can, but yeah, she's definitely going to have to get another coat. It already looks like it's dry now, but I know it's definitely not dry. Kind of is already. Huh. Well, for a good drying time, it'll probably take about 25 minutes. And yeah, there is going to be a little bit of a run up here. Well, if I put enough coats of paint on it, you probably won't be able to even see the run there, but there's a little bit of a run on there on the tip. But if I'm going to put enough coats in there that you won't be able to see it. And then inside the pipe there, I may just try to like empty, like when I'm done spray painting, if I have any paint left, I'm just gonna shoot it right into the pipe, and then just let it run down, and then if it covers anything up, it'll just cover it up, then, and it won't rot. It'll rust. So, yeah. Another thing you could probably do too is just get like a pail of paint, like a small pail, and then just pour it in the pipe and let it run out somewhere. Like put another pail under it to catch the running paint or whatever. If you really wanted to coat the inside of the pipe really good too, I may just, you know, spray the can enough in there to get it just to get it to run right out. Can't say that'll do a thorough job, but it'll do a decent job. But yeah, so coat one is drying. I'm going to probably give it a couple more minutes. Well, it's 7:30 or 7:21. So I may come back out here one more time tonight and hit it with another good coat. I want to flip it over too and do the other side, but you know. But that's what she'll look like when she's dry. It's not going to be a shiny white. It'll just be a flat white. So, which will match the house, because the house has kind of a, well, it has a light. Well, the fucking paint's falling off. The trim around the windows and stuff, we painted those a few years back, but we did kind of a piss poor job on them. That paint was a light gloss. It had a little bit of a gloss to it, but not a lot. I think there was a flat, which is what this is, and then there was like a light gloss and then a heavy gloss or whatever. So I didn't want that. I just wanted the flat white. So I think that's even what the other cans are. I don't know. It didn't say. These are a fast dry as well, but it doesn't say. This is just kind of a cheap paint anyway. It says not to spray paint 65 or under. So, well, that's for the older cans. I don't know what it is. That's for these cheap cans of paint. I don't know what it is for that more expensive one there, but it's probably about the same, probably. But, yeah, I guess I didn't really, well, better to be safe than sorry. I didn't think I would need all those cans, but yeah, and I'm also going to have to fill in the welds, just so it, you know, fills in any cracks or whatever, just to make it look a little bit neater. But fucking car coming. Oh, that's just a guy that lives in the trees. So must be a meeting going on at the school or something. Whatever. So yeah, I will just I'll give it a few more minutes, and then maybe I'll hit it with another coat, or I might even wait till maybe about 8 o'clock-ish. That'll be more than enough time for it to dry. And then that really should do it. This pipe's already been painted, so that's the after. Okay. And this one over here is the before. As you can see, no paint, it's just a steel. That's gonna work just fine. I guess another thing too is I forgot to check to see if it'll be too tall, because I may actually have to cut some of the pipe off, but I don't know. So I just decided to paint the whole thing, and then if I need to, I'll just cut some off. I may end up cutting off probably a few inches anyway, but we'll see. For now, I'm just going to paint it, and then mount the things on the roof, and then see if I like them that way or not, and I guess we'll drive on. If I need to cut them shorter, I'll cut them shorter. Right now, like I said, I got these in 6-footers, so, but I think it'll work just fine. So, but yeah, It's pretty dry already. Remember, it is just a thin coat. Thin coats will dry faster than thicker coats. You know, I could spend maybe just 5 minutes letting this dry and then I'm back out spraying, compared to if I were to soak it, I'd have to wait probably 30 minutes to an hour for it to dry. Multiple coats you can get done a little bit quicker, I think. So, but yeah, so anyway guys, this is going to be it. I will probably make another video later on when I'm done. When I'm 100% done painting everything and letting it dry and cure a little bit, and then we will, yeah, we'll just let them dry, and then we'll put them up. We'll see how things go. So the next time you guys see me, it will probably be either showing it when I'm done, or when the things are already mounted and ready to go. So for now, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.